I don't think there's been a harder time to be a leader of human beings than right now because of all the change in the world, all the change with technology. And I think, leaders are superheroes. I really do think that. And a lot of the work that I do with them is everyone has strengths and developmental opportunities or strengths and weaknesses. And a lot of the work that I do, I think leaders today have to be extremely self aware and have to know what they're good at and what they're not good at because all leaders have things that they're not good at. And then you look at their direct report team or the people they put around them and you say, okay, well, if you're not so great at that particular skill, do you have a strong CFO? Do you have a strong and chief people officer or a chief creative officer? Um, because to me, I've always operated with a two heads are better than one. And I was never that leader that wanted to sit in my office and like issue memos or issue emails and say, do this, do this, do this, do this, right? I literally wanted to get idea generation from anywhere. And I think that's the way you have to lead today. And I think to your point, physically, digitally, hybrid, however you're managing your team, you've got to quote, get out of the office, right? You've got to get out of behind closed door, interact with your teams, see what they're working on, let them ask you questions, and be humble. This is where the ego thing comes in. Be humble and vulnerable enough. If somebody asks you a question, you're like, I don't know that answer, but that's a good question. Let me get back to you. And then write it down and get back to that person, right? Because you owe them that.